Hi everyone, I hope everyone can hear me. I'm going to start. So I might be distracted some of the time because I still have to admit people in the Zoom. So my name is Mylène Grenier. I am an ambassador diamond from Quebec, Canada. You probably could hear it from my accent. So this is my first ever corporate power hour in English whatsoever. So if I say a word that you don't understand, you can ask to like just repeat. I'll do my best. So I'm a little, maybe like not just a little stressed because English is not my first language, but I can speak. I prepared a power hour of selling samples. We have script in. I'm really, really proud and grateful that I was asked to do that, even though it's out of my comfort zone and I'm really stressed right now. But I'm also really proud that we prepared English, Spanish, and French script for all of you. So we're going to share that in the chat, of course. I'm going to admit people. And I'm also super grateful that I have a guest with me so I speak French and English, and I have a guest with me who speaks English and Spanish. So we're both going to share how we sell samples online. So I have corporate script, but we also have our own script that we're gonna give. I have script that I took like everywhere from different VIPs. So I'm really, really excited. So my name is Mylène, like I said. Sorry, it's like so distracting to have to admit people, and I don't want to like people to be waiting in the waiting room for like 2 hours. Okay. So my name is Mylène. I am a mom of 31 years old. I have two little boys. They're 5 and 7. I live in near Montreal in Canada. So my first language is French, like I said. I started this business 4.5 years ago. I was a nurse, and well, I was a nurse, but I was also like a wife because my husband was playing hockey overseas, so we had to move all the time. I had to like follow him in US, in France, in Switzerland, like all over the world. So I was not able to like pursue my nursing career the way I would have wanted to do it because of his dreams that we were pursuing first, should I say. So my life was kind of like I would spend the whole from September till April, I would be away from home, away from everyone, and I couldn't work because I couldn't work in US, I couldn't work in France. So I spent that time where I couldn't work, and then when we would go back home in the summer, where I missed my family and I was so excited to spend time with people, I would have to work like crazy. Like I would have to work like crazy. Uh, and it was okay till we had kids. When we had kids, it kind of like made me like it was not okay anymore because I just saw those, like I didn't have like that. I don't know. I have no idea how to say that in English, but I had to work night shift like every other weekend, so I would miss a lot of moments with our family and my babies. But I was still not looking for an opportunity or anything. Like it wasn't even in my mind that I had other choices or I could do anything different. Um, I started just because I wanted the raps. I wanted the raps so bad. I lived in the US 6 years before that because of my husband's hockey. And a girl had told me, like, oh my God, you should try that crazy rap thing. Like, it's amazing. I was 19. I was like, I was like, oh, great. It just, I was not there yet. And that's one reason why I keep telling myself and my team that, like, there's not really a no. It's most of the time it's just a not right now, or it's just a like I don't really understand what you're offering me or what you're doing, or I'm scared. So like don't ever give up on anyone because no is not a no. It's just not right now. Sometimes it's just not the right moment. I was not even offered that opportunity by no one. I just remembered someone told me there were reps somewhere who could help your mom belly, and I just had two kids really close, so I had that mom belly and I wanted to like get rid of it. So I found the rep and I was like, oh, I can sell them. Let's do that instead of just beginning like being a customer. So that's how I started. And for 3 weeks, I did nothing. My enroller was like, hey, have you like looked at the things. Have you done the things? And I was speaking French, and we had barely nothing in French at that time, like 4.5 years ago. And I was like, yeah. But I honestly did not care. Like, I was like, I don't know. So don't ever give up on your people who are like slow to start and don't get their LC like the first week or so, because I was that girl. But then I tried the wraps. I had amazing results. Like, I could not believe it. And I will remember for the rest of my life. One night I was sitting on my couch scrolling through Facebook, and I was seeing like bellies, like pregnant women, like babies all over the place, because I was at that time in my life where everyone around me had kids. And I was like, I have this thing that like made me go crazy, because my belly has like came back the way it was before my babies, and I'm not even sharing it. So like, what the heck? So I just decided that I would start sharing, and I've been doing that for 4 years and a half. And like I say, I talked about the wraps, just the wrap, for like 4 months straight. So only the wrap. So you can do basically anything. Like, I went to Diamond almost with only wraps and hair, skin, and nails. We have other products, but I just didn't know about them. And I was so in love with the wrap that my excitement about the wraps and the hair, skin, and the nails was just like, was enough to like, people would follow me and want to try my amazing product that I found. So that was my story. I hope everyone understands what I say. Now I am going to let my super guest introduce herself and share her story with you, because her story is amazing also. So I'm so excited. And then we're going to jump into selling samples. I'm going to unmute you, Karen. Unmute. Where do I find that? Like that. I think so.
Hi.
Yay!
Pretty good. Good morning. I'm not sure what part of the world you guys are joining from, or what part of the US, but can we give it up for her? I know she's nervous. I'm nervous too, you guys. I'm honestly super honored and so humbled. So let's throw in some like emojis in the chat for her, to make sure we just kind of like boost her up, because she's doing so good. But let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Karen Ruiz. I live in Texas. I am 31 years old. I am a triplet mama plus one. I started this business 5 years ago while I worked my legal assistant job. I sat on that cubicle, and a lot of times I used to think, okay, there has to be more to life than just this. Like, there's no way God created me, and I've been through the things that I've been through, to just do this job. So while I was on Instagram, I saw some girl post about the business opportunity. And I watched her for a year until I was like, you know what? This is probably it. This is probably that more. So I reached out. I was super scared. I was very nervous. I had never done anything like this in my life. But what intrigued me to take the leap of faith was wanting more time with my kids. I used to spend 2 hours a day with my kids every day. After work, just 2 hours, because my kids had a schedule. So they went to bed, and I only got 2 hours and the weekend. And I just felt like I felt like a failure as a mom, because I was like, there's no way. I was blessed with 4 little ones, and for me not to spend time with them, and for my mom to raise them. So I took the leap of faith. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to know if this is something that's going to work for me if I don't leap. So I took the leap of faith. Now, here's the thing. I never imagined that this opportunity would allow me to discover that more. I could have never imagined that this company or this opportunity was going to literally help me discover my God-given purpose. Because not just me, but all of you on here have been created for a much bigger purpose than we can even imagine. So when I took the leap of faith, and now 5 years in, I'm like, wow, like, little did I know that this company was going to do so much more than give me the freedom of time with my kids. So during the holiday season, literally around this time, I lost my legal assistant job. And I was like, wait a minute. This is not how it was supposed to be. Like, I had this vision. I'm going to fire my boss, and I'm going to dedicate my time to this. Like, this is going to allow me to work from home, still financially contribute, but be a full-time mom and not miss out on those moments. So um, honestly, that was a blessing in disguise because that allowed me to go all in. And that's literally what I've done all this time in the last 5 years. I've gone all in, and sure, there's been ups and downs, but you know what? I have the time with my kids. And I always say this, and I talk to my friends about this, and I said, look, when our kids grow up, that's it. Once the time is gone, it's never coming back. And I never want to have the feeling of, okay, I didn't do enough to spend time with them. I didn't do enough to financially contribute. So I just know that if had not found this opportunity on Instagram, I would not be sitting here at home while my babies are upstairs watching a movie and just having that quality time with them, and me raising them and not missing out on those, first time moments, like when they first walk and just talk and do all these things. So I'm honestly, you guys, super honored and so humbled to be on here and share my tips and share what has been working for me in the last few weeks. It's been fire. It's been like, oh my God, I'm excited. So that's my story in a nutshell. And honestly, thank you so much to her, to Melaine, because it's like, this is, she's nervous, I'm nervous, but you guys, the, God set the stage for us here, for us to be here on a Saturday morning or afternoon, wherever you're joining from. And here we are.
Yes, thank you so much. I think I'm gonna have you. I'm trying to put us both like aside, and it's not working. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have you start with like because you did set like a huge goal for yourself. Like you said, the last 5 weeks have been fire. So you did set a huge goal for yourself to get, I don't know how to say that in English, but to like earn $400 in sample cash. And you've been trying, and it's been like working like crazy. So talk to us about like how you started to do that, and like what did you do. And I'm going to, while you talk, I'm going to share your script. Maybe there will be some Spanish script that I'm missing that you can add after in the chat, but I'm gonna have like whatever I have, and if you have more that you want to share, you can share them in the comment. Oh, there you go.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I could unmute myself or not. Okay, guys. So just like she said, last month I set a goal, and every single month every year actually, at the end of the year, I print out 12 steps to success, right? Because they say, excuse me, as Cami has said, or maybe you've heard it from your leaders, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So you must be ready ahead of the game, right? You're going to print out your steps of success with, that you're going to complete this, and that is the goal for the month, right? Like there's no way they can make this any easier for us. So on my steps of success, I actually wrote my goals for the month, how many loyal customers I wanted to sign, how many distributors. And with that also came the idea of putting how much product cash I wanted to make. Sorry. Sorry. I made the goal to make $400 in product cash. And as you guys know, corporate has made it so easy for us to have a network sampling app where we can now sample Skinny Brew, and where we can also sample out our Sleepy Tea. I'm not sure if other countries or Canada has that option, but here in the US, we do. And I said, you know what? At the beginning of the month, which was in October, I had a goal to make $400 in cash. Well, I did pretty good the first week. Like I sold 1/4 of that in the first week, and I was like, all right. And then the middle of the month came, and then I was like, okay, let's go. You said you were gonna make $400. It's not just gonna fall in your lap. You got to go out there and get it. And the thing too is that I actually had sent a picture of my steps to success with my goals to my upline. And so that was some major accountability, because she holds me up to that standard, to the goal that I had set. So this is what I did. I'm not sure if she already put it in the chat. So what I decided to do in the middle of the month, I sent out a message, And I was like, okay, if this works really well for me, I'm going to share it on the team page as soon as I start getting responses and go from there. You guys, it's been nonstop. We're already in November. I've already surpassed the goal that I actually had last month in this month, and I surpassed it last month. So I'm surpassing a different number than I had originally planned. And okay, so I think she just put it in there. Now, you guys, this is nothing fancy. I promise you guys that all I did was like, okay, I'm gonna just create it and we're gonna make this happen. So what I did at the beginning was I'm going to message my friends who have not ordered a product from me or have never tried a product from me. That was my original goal, because I said, they're my friends, right? They're like my chicken soup. So I'm going to message them first. But then I was like, you know what? No, I'm not going to stop right there, because I sure do have a few friends, but I also wanted to go beyond that. So what I started doing was, in the messenger, if you go into where it says people, it'll show you who shows online on Messenger. So that's who I started sending messages to. And it's literally as simple as she posted it in here. The only thing you're gonna change is whether you're texting in the evening, the morning, or the afternoon. I personally like to be personal that way, just so that they don't feel like you can't even say hi. Like, I'm not just gonna bluntly be like, hey, try a sample. So it's as easy as good afternoon, hun. And again, please switch it up based on how you talk. This is how I talk. So that's that first part that maybe you can edit is, good afternoon, hun. I know this is random, but I'm reaching out to a few friends that I trust for a trial pack review that I need. Would you be open to trying my fat burning coffee or chamomile tea and give me your honest review? Each 3-day sample is $20. Would you be willing to do so? I trust your opinion and it would mean so much to me. So I put the ball back in their courtyard, and I, just allow them to tell me like, hey, yeah, sure. I've had a lot of people say yes. I've also had a lot of people that have left me on red. Here's the thing that I do want to highlight is, do not be so busy message that many people that you don't even realize who left you on red. Because honestly, you guys, that doesn't even matter. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person, ever. So when you send this message, you also need to send a message with the mindset of, everyone I talk to says yes. Everyone who's meant to try this product says yes. Now, here's another thing I want to also highlight is that every single morning, I open the doors to my business. I'm pretty sure all of you do too, right? Like, whether you drink skinny brew, keto tea, chocolate greens, keto coffee. I personally have a catchphrase on my stories. So now everyone that sees my stories or wants to order the coffee, which is the keto coffee that I post every single morning, I post myself making the coffee. And that's where I'm going to go with that, is that that's a part of our KPI list. Show yourself in making the product. Whatever product is it that you take, whether it's Confianza, whether you're cleansing, whatever it may be, but be consistent, because when people see that you actually don't just promote our products, but you're actually using them and you have your corporate approved pictures, that speaks volumes to people. People buy people. People are going to buy from someone they trust. They're going to trust that you are using the products. You have corporate approved pictures. I have corporate approved pictures, a few of them actually, so that not only am I going to promote the product, I'm going to show that I'm making it. I'm going to show my results, and I also do share that I do my workouts, that I drink a lot of water throughout my day, that I try to take care of the eating habits at home, where I'm eating home cooked meals and that I'm eating healthy. And I am very honest with them too. I'm like, look, you guys, hot Fritos are my jam. That's where I stroll. This is why I need this coffee. Like, you guys don't know. So I'm very realistic in that aspect, and people can relate to that, because I mean, here in the US, we're crazy about hot Cheetos and like all the bad junk, And so I'm real about it too. I'm like, you guys, that's a struggle for me too. And I'm a sweet tooth. And they're like, oh my gosh, I can relate to that. I need that coffee. So here's the thing that I don't want to miss out from telling you is that in our in my stories, when I have a catchphrase. So everyone who orders a sample or orders the product from me, they call it cafecito, which in Spanish, that's basically coffee. I just call it that. So everyone who orders, like, I want cafecito, and I'm like, it's called keto coffee, but I got you. It's called skinny fruit, but I got you. You know, so people see that I'm using the product, so they're like, oh yeah, I'll try it because I see that you're also drinking it too. I see you every morning in your stories, and I'm also very positive and just I'm myself. Sometimes I'm a hot mess without the hot, and sometimes I'm like this, you know, partially ready and stuff. But that's pretty much it, you guys. And what I can just say too is a few tips actually. If you guys have an iPhone, I use this app called Wordboard. I'm not sure if you guys have heard about it in other Zooms, through your leaders, on your team pages. Wordboard makes it so much easier for you to send out messages. You're actually able to save folders, say potential loyal customer wording, potential distributor wording, rejection messages. I have one for coffee samples, and that's where I have every single message that she just shared in the chat. It's going to be part by part, you guys. It's not going to be all at once. So after they say yes, what I do is actually, I'm not sure, did she post it all in here? I'm trying to see. There's a lot of messages. Okay.
Yes, I did. I was gonna like repost it just to make
Okay.
sure.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. The app is called Wordboard. Word as I'll type it in here actually. And basically it's a keyboard that you get to add into your iPhone. Maybe right now that it's Black Friday and stuff like that, it might be really highly discounted because it's only like $10, but you guys, it's worth every penny. The other reason why you want to use that app is because you won't have Facebook block you from sending messages, or Instagram. You don't want to get blocked. So here's my other tip. Send out maybe between 10 and 15 messages per every 30 minutes or maybe every hour. Do not send massive messages in one like a few minutes. And it is text banned actually for Android. I was just about to say that. So anytime, here's the thing. I've had people tell me very kindly, no, thank you. Perfect. Would you mind actually hosting a post for me? There's that opportunity. So I believe that through even this messaging, we can take care of our KPI list, right? Messaging is a part of our KPI list. Showing yourself in front of the camera or showing yourself making the product every single day, that's a part of our KPI list. And you don't necessarily have to have people host a post for you for just the product. You can have them host a post for you for the business opportunity. Because if you bought your conference ticket, you know you got a personalized code, which you can help people save 60% off on their startup costs, which is only 39 bucks. At least for the US, that's how it is. So that's really what I do, you guys. Please don't get blocked from messaging. So I've never been in Facebook jail. I've never been blocked. Because I try to be very intentional and careful. So maybe if you want to set like a timer for your phone to remind you in a 10-minute increment that you can message people every hour of the day. And of course, you guys got to be intentional about that so that when you put your phone down, whether you put it facing down or you put it away so that you can be present with your family, I feel like that also takes away the guilt that, you know what, I haven't worked my business or I haven't sent out messages. Do it, fit this business into your life. I'm busy. I'm also the coordinator in my church. So I have a lot on my plate. I didn't have space in my plate to just add this, but you know what? This business has been such a blessing that I am intentional about the work that I put in because it's allowed me to do so much. And besides the finances and coffee cash and just all these amazing things, it has allowed me to grow here mentally. So a lot of the things, when you send a message, my confidence comes from the work that I've done in self-development. Because I could have shied away and I could have been like, no, like, I'm not going to do it. I'm nervous. I'm scared. Like, you guys, I do it scared sometimes too. I actually messaged one of my high school friends And and this is me being very real and transparent with y'all. I was afraid that she would reject me for some reason, although she's no one special in my life, but she's a good friend that I had in high school. And, you know, okay, I'm not sure what's happening here. Okay. That distracted me. Sorry. So I was like, oh my gosh, should I send her a message? You know what? I'm going to send it. You know what, you guys? She's like, yeah, send me the info on both Skinny Brew and the Sleepy Tea. So I did. And she ordered the Sleepy Tea. Her brother also ordered a sample from me. And now the other thing that comes, here's how I want y'all to see this coffee cash samples. Don't just see it as I'm making cash. Definitely do it that way, because cash is king. I heard that at one of our conferences or one of our corporate events, and that has stuck with me ever since. So definitely set a goal for sure. But the other thing that I was going to say about that is, oh my gosh, lost my train of thought. Okay. Oh, that's what I was going to say. See these samples being sold as the seeds that you're planting that will harvest in its time.
That is
Let me
amazing.
say that again. See all these samples as the seeds you're planting that will eventually sprout in the most perfect timing. I know that we have goals. I know that we're going after promotions. I know that we're going towards an income goal. But you know what, you guys? It's also, you also got to see this. There's planting seasons and there's harvest season. Right now is my harvest season, but these seeds were planted weeks ago, days ago, months ago, and even years ago. So I know that being patient and trusting God to just create that harvest for you, we can kind of get impatient because we try to have control over our lives, and we want God, like we're like, God, but I want it now. And God is like, wait, just wait. So I'm looking over here this way because I wanted to show you something. I have a list, nothing fancy or bougie, you guys, like white paper. And I have a list of numbers. This is where I write the names of every person that has purchased a sample from me. This is a way that's going to serve you also. So here's my October, so just so you guys can see, 400 cash right there. That was the goal. And so I didn't stop. Here's the thing. Here's another thing. I didn't stop at 400. I reached that goal and I kept going. I kept going and I kept going until literally 11:59 on the last day of the month. And I was like, all right, time to set a new goal for the following month. I know I can achieve that. So now I got to set the bar higher. And that's what I did this month. Was my goal is to reach $1,000, not just in product cash, but just a boost. Like that's just like my goal. And you guys, one thing that I've learned from my amazing leader and friend, Amber Parker, that I'm sure you guys know, is that you want to set the bar just a tad bit right there outside of your comfort zone, because you might just fall right short of it. Rather than I could have set the goal of like, oh, I'm going to make $400 this month too. But you know what? I knew that that was not going to help me grow. I already know that I can make 400. Even setting the bar a little bit higher, 500, that's setting the bar too low, and I'm setting myself up for failure because I'm not growing. Nothing grows from comfort zones. Nothing grows from you playing small. And so that's kind of like the thing that I do right now. I have my November sheet and I'm still going strong, you guys. So that's a little bit of all the things that I've been doing. It's been incredible. You guys, has been fire. My inbox has been overflowing. And one last thing that I want to share is the Prayer of Jabez is something that I'm not sure if you guys have heard of. This book is amazing. It's short, but it's powerful. I've actually have been praying the Prayer of Jabez every single day, every day, every day. And here's the thing, that when I pray the Prayer of Jabez, I also expand, which the Prayer of Jabez is, I pray that you bless me indeed, and enlarge my territory. Here's the part where I add. enlarge my territory, Lord. Bring all the customers in my territory, all the distributors that I pray over, all the hardworking people, and not just in business, but in personal life as well. You guys don't exclude that. So I would like to encourage you guys to please pray the prayer of Jabez every single day. As soon as you're consciously open, don't grab the phone. Automatically go into gratitude. God, thank you for this day that you've given me. God, thank you for this product. Excuse me, this product cash that you are allowing me to make. Thank you for your divine alignment in every single person that's purchasing a sample from me, et cetera, et cetera. Whatever is in the, God already knows what you want, but if you don't ask, the answer is no, right? So that's kind of the thing for me. I hope I didn't chatter away too much.
No, that's fine. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm sure actually you inspired so many people, and so I've shared the script, so you can just go up a little if you don't find them. I want to say, if you're a new distributor and you're like, okay, like I don't even know like the basic of this business, there's a new DT training hosted by Hember every Wednesday. So you can go get that info and hop on that Zoom. I also wanted to say, I've seen people asking like, how can I send chai tea? So if you are in the US, you don't even know it, and you're really lucky because you guys have a sample program that no any other country has right now. So we are still selling samples. We're still sending them. We are just selling them like ourselves and sending them also ourselves. So that's why I have switch the script, because also in Canada we do not have Skinny Brew and we do not have the Sleepy Tea available, so we can't use those script. I know France has Skinny Brew, but I did put like the French script that I put was about coffee, so like I'm sure friends can just reword that sentence and put Skinny Brew if they rather sell Skinny Brew in there. So that's why Canada has chai tea and keto coffee script. And we've put like it for the English one, the Skinny Brew and Sleepy Tea. So I do a lot of sample selling, but I don't do them the way like I'm gonna try your way for sure. I'm more like posting and story kind of girl with my selling samples. So like you said, I think a huge part of my selling sample is my consistency. Like I'm not gonna like post about selling sample every day, but the thing I do behind the scene every day makes that when I post about selling samples, like I have huge success, because I do, like, people see me in my story every single morning with my coffee. And that's one thing I keep telling people, that it's so important. Like maybe sometime it's not, I'm not going to be like, oh, this is my skinny coffee, like that's what it does, and like I'm so crazy about it. But when I talk about something else, like my kids, my mom life, like my house, my cat, my dog, I have that coffee in my hand, and I will always put like that hashtag or that something, or I'll say just something I always have in mind, like to just say something about my coffee, or even just sip at it while I'm talking and be like, oh my god, like this is so good. So that's one big part of it, because people need to see something like from 8 to 12 time to even consider like buying in it or like thinking about it. So like I know if they see it in my hand every morning, people are buying you before they're buying your product. So if they're following you and they see you drinking that coffee every morning, honestly, they don't even, like, most of the people coming to me, they don't even really know what keto coffee is. They don't even really know what it does. But like, I just love it so much that they're like, well, I follow her and like, I kind of like what she says every day. And she says, that's great, I want to try it. So what I'll do is, I have one example. That's not mine. So thank you to Leah Godet, who shared with me her picture, because I'm not home. So I didn't have my picture with me. It's on my other computer. I should have think about that. But she did share me a picture that she made herself too. So I'm going to encourage you to like make your own, because it's going to be different, and it's going to be so much better for algorithms to like not use that picture. So what she does is, you'll see, like I said, you're really lucky in the US to have that simple app, but don't like restrict yourself to like only selling like skinny brew or sleepy tea samples, because like reds and greens and like hydrate and like they can all be like, we are so lucky to have on the go products that can be sold and like shipped easily. So like you can do that. And like people were selling samples before the sample program was existing. Like we, like in the US, it's been there for like not even a year yet. So like you can still sell samples. Like I sell samples when I go to the hairstylist. Like I always have wraps. I have like energy. Like energy is one of my best selling product, because everyone's like, you have those little sticks like who gave me like so much energy. I'm like, yeah, you want to try them? And I just like that, because at a hair salon there's like so many people around, and if I know if I can talk to my wrap about my wraps or my energy sticks like once to someone, and I just like talk a little louder than I would usually, like there's all those like women, mostly women around who are like, what are you talking about? Oh, what are they like? Do you have more with you? Like if I just wanted to like sign them up as customer right now, I would lose so many people, because like you're sitting, you're having your home hair being done. It's like kind of hard to like talk to the lady like 5 chairs like far, being like, yeah, so you only have to like sign up as my customer. It's so easy to be like, yeah, I have one facial in my like facial too. Like I sell so many shape facial when I go to the hair salon, because I'm like, you want to try them? Like it's like I have them here, I can sell it to you. And then but then of course I get their info, I get their emails, their phone numbers, their name, so then I can follow up, so then I can email them, call them to be like, hey, how did you like that product? And I will sell them, of course, not loyal customer price, so that when I follow up and I know she's going to like it, and she's like, oh my god, like that product was like unbelievable, how can I get more? I'm going to be like, you can get more, but not even that, like not only that, you can get more for cheaper. Like I have a way for you to get it for like a cheaper price. So that's how I sell sample in person. So that was one thing. And then the other thing is I wanted to share the picture. So I'll just do like so like I said, the key is consistency. Like before, if you're never talking about your products, you don't do your KPI, you're not in your story using them, you don't talk about them, and you just post a post about like, hey, who wants to buy some samples? Maybe there is not going to be a lot of people being like, oh my god, me. Like people are not gonna like want them so bad. So like this is the picture Leah has gave me the permission to show you, to share. She just takes the products she has in her house. That's the same thing I do, but we just take the product we have in our ends. So like, what do I have at home? And she makes like little 5-pack products. So they are all the same price. So when people text or like comment, she'll do like, you can do anything, you can say anything honestly in the post, just say like, I have like sample pack available, like just write the number of the pack you'd like to buy, and you can tell the price in the post. If you rather don't say the price, have people message people who comment. So that's one idea you can do. And then you get their info, you get their, well, you've seen it in the script. You get their info, you get their everything. I'm going just to get you the post though, because I have post idea for coffee. So I'm going to send that. Well, this one is the corporate one in English, French, and Spanish. So this one is about coffee. So whether you're in Canada, France, US, like anywhere, I think every market has keto coffee at this point, like even Mexico, everywhere. So you can use that post. And I also did post idea for tea, and so tea, sleepy tea in the US, and chai tea in Canada and other markets. But then I know like Europe doesn't have chai tea, but you guys have skinny brew. So you can just like switch it around. So you can do a post like that. I like post, I won't do that much, but I love stories. I'm all about stories. Like I said, I posted my stories. So like if you like once in a while say like, I'll do a story where I talk and I'll be like, oh my God, like this coffee is so good, I just love it. Or I'm the same like Karen said. I like to sell keto coffee. Like I'll hashtag it skinny coffee every day almost, but still I like to sell it to people who are not like necessarily looking to lose like 50 pounds like for like yesterday, but more for people who are like looking for a better lifestyle. Like that's it, because I'm that girl. Like I didn't have like so many pounds to lose, but I was like, I only liked really like sugary coffee. I didn't like coffee, but I needed coffee because I'm a new mom and like I have my business and I need energy, right? We all need energy. So I needed that energy, but I didn't like the taste of coffee. So for me, drinking a coffee before meant putting like 2 spoons of sugar in it. So that's what I share with people, that like this coffee, like not only help me maintain my weight right now, but it gives me the energy without using that much sugar in my life. Same for chai tea, same for like so many things. And then I'll tell people like, just go see on Google, like what are the like everything not good about having sugar in your life, and you'll be like convinced to just try it, just try my coffee. And then I'll say, so I have that mini pack available right now if you want to like, and I don't like doing it like all the time. Like I said, like messaging people to offer them is one thing, but on my story and my post, I don't like to do them. Do you have someone just asked, does that T post come worded in Spanish? Do you, like how would you word the, like how would you rate your sleep on a scale of 1 to 10? Or who here loves chai tea? Would you guys consider trying my brand new? Can you translate those? Thank you. Yeah, so I said I'd rather not like post about my samples like all the time, because I like all like most of the time I'll tell people, okay, so I don't do that all the time. So like you like jump on it, because I'm not gonna like offer like I'm not gonna be sending samples like every day, right? Who wants to go to the who wants to go to post office like every single day? No one. I hate post office. So I say, and I'll just say like I'm so me in my stories. I'll be like, so like I hate post office. So like I'm sending like 20 samples tomorrow pack. If you want them, like vote and answer to me when I'm like going to message you. I need your info, and then I'll send her or him the info. I don't know if I gave you guys the info for what we say, the script. We gave the script. I think we did. I'm gonna give them again to you guys. So while I'm looking, so this is a power hour. So while I'm looking for the script, I would love to know who has already started messaging people, because they're like, oh my God, I've never thought about that. Like if you've messaged someone already, tell us. And if you have someone who already replied to you and we can help you reply to her or him or whatever, like tell us, like we're here to help you. So if you've started, or if maybe you're like not maybe messaging for me today, but I'm going to try to make a post. So make a post. If you did make a post, tell us. We want to know who's like tried our thing. And I'm going to find the script that we did. So this is when someone says yes to a message. That's Karen's script that she sent me earlier. And those are, this is the same thing in French. I don't have them in Spanish. I don't know if you do. Karen, the one that you said, perfect, thank you so much. What's your email and shipping address? And like I said, that was in my information too that I prepared. If they say no, well, that's your option to say, great, no problem. Like, would you want to just post something for me then? If you're not, because I like to say to people, like, doesn't mean that you're not interested, that you don't have someone in your network or someone in your family or friends that would be like so happy to get that opportunity to try it. So you can send them a host a post. So I did prepare host a post, like two. There you go. This is the script. There you go. So you have the script. Perfect. So yeah, that's how I go. I'll do like a post. I talk about my, oh, did you wanted to say something, Karen? I saw your little hand. I was like, oh, that must mean something. Okay, there you go.
Just really, really quick. I have placed the Spanish wording in there. It did kind of keep them all together, but everything is separate. So I wanted to point that out. So para los que solo hablan español, puse en el chat los mensajes que estamos mandando, los traduje en español. Ahorita voy a traducir el chai tea que ella puso aquí para que ustedes lo guarden. Ustedes pueden copiar los mensajes y guardarlos para que ustedes los sigan usando y no solo no se les vayan a perder los mensajes. So you guys make sure you copy and paste and save these to your notes. Send them to yourself, send a text message to yourself. You can actually message yourself on Messenger. So send all this wording to yourself, save it. And once you download the Wordboard app or the TextBand, create your folders however you want to be able to find them and save them. So I just wanted to say that really, really quick.
Yeah, and I have all those script message posts on, it's already on a file that I made. So I'm just going to post it on the VIP page. So like if you got the Zoom information today, that's because you will have access to that info. It's going to be in the corporate VIP page. So like it's going to be a PDF that I'm going to like share like probably today or maybe tomorrow. I just want to make sure like it looks nice when you look at it. But I have all of that because I know sometimes like it goes so fast, and if you join at a certain time, then you can't see the chat of like before what we said, so you don't have the script. So I'm going to do that, share that in the VIP page so like everyone can have access to it. But yeah, that's how I go. So like you have so many options. Like don't like restrict yourself of like, oh, so I live in this country, so I can't do that because we don't have that product and we don't have the sample app. Like I sell so many samples, like on Instagram, on Facebook, face to face. Like there's so many ways to go. And if you do a post and there's no comment, then you can use Karen's idea. You can message people, like offer them. And when people say no, ask them to host a post. Like just by doing that, you're gonna like do probably like 6 things in your KPI. Like that's amazing. And you're probably going to earn cash like right away. Like that's cash that you have right away in your hands and that you can use to like buy more products, sell more sample, like buy grocery, do whatever you want with them. Like I just love. And if you're a new distributor, then that's in your kit right now. You get like a whole bag of coffee, so you can do that with coffee. You could try to sell your 2 wraps that are included in your starter kit. Also, you could do the exact same thing and reimburse right away what you paid for becoming a distributor. I would say keep a little coffee to try it and to love it, because honestly, I don't know very few people who, like, if you drink our coffee for 3 or 5 days in a row, like you're going to be in love with it. Like you're not going to see yourself, like right now, if I drink a regular coffee, I'm like, I don't know. Like it's just so disgusting. I just love our keto coffee. We don't have Skinny Brew, so I'm sure I'm going to fall in love with it when we're gonna get it. But right now, I've been drinking keto coffee every single morning since 3 years now. And what about that peppermint mocha? Like how crazy that peppermint mocha is. Like I cannot believe it. I was that girl who was like every year, like screw weight loss, because I like in November and December, I was like, I just want to drink that. I was craving a peppermint mocha, like we have Tim Hortons here in Canada or Starbucks. And I was like, it was so hard to not get one. And I was like, I'm just going to lose the weight in January. But like, how about you can drink this and don't drink all those calories and sugar, and you can still like being in your weight loss journey. Like that's mind-blowing to me. So like peppermint mocha is a little harder to send as samples because it comes in a Keurig, and if you send it, it's going to be like more expensive. But try to sell it as a sample, like if you have like in your community, like local. So if you have like a mom group, like you can have, I don't know what are the rules about selling samples in your mom groups, anything, but like you can try to sell them to like people in your town and just go with your card and like give your little peppermint mocha, because same thing, if someone tastes that peppermint mocha and they already love, you know, for some people it's not just their flavor like that, I get that. But if you have someone, like when I market it in my Instagram or my Facebook, I'm not going to say like every single one who's going to taste that peppermint mocha is going to fall in love with it, but I'm like, are you that girl just like me who would like die to step to the Starbucks to buy that peppermint mocha? If you are, then I have like a solution for you. Like I have something for you that you can drink it and not feel guilty. Like, do you want that? Like everyone wants that. So like I'm sure you have moms and like friends all around local that you can send it to them, and you could still do it but just charge a little like more expensive to say like, so the peppermint or like, or the salty caramel are like bigger to send, like it's going to be, if you want, you just charge it a little more to send it. That's it. But that's an idea too. I think I gave everything I had. I'm going to look at my notes and I'm going to still ask you guys, did someone, I didn't see because we're sharing the script, that like, did someone already message people? Do you have comeback? Do you need help to like reply to them? Anything? I'm going to mute myself to like look at my notes, but I'm still here to like, I'm going to be here till like 1:30 to like make sure no one has questions. So if you have questions, it's like the right time to ask them in the comment. We're going to reply to them. Jenny said the peppermint mocha is the bomb. I know, it's crazy. I cannot believe it. I had to show the ideas a little before we ended. So I see someone asking, how much do you sell the wraps in Canada? Well, that's a really, really good question, because the price just changed with the new wraps. So I'm kind of like, oh, I don't know. I've never sold the new wraps, right? I've always sell the old wraps. But before I would, my tip for that is just take the retail price and like split it in like how many there is in it. So like you just take the retail price, you split it in four, and that's how much you should sell it. And then you can like say, I'm going to give you like a little rebate and like set it a little cheaper, but don't go to like that loyal customer price, because just like I said, you want to be able to follow up with them and be like, hey, I have a way that you can get it for like so much cheaper. Like, would you be interested in getting those products you already love cheaper? So just do that. Yeah, that's a good idea Brenda gave. Yeah, that's what Joanna said. Sell it retail, not loyal customer. Yeah, exactly. So like I said, I'm going to like just put all the script, and Karen's going to send me those Spanish maybe, so I can put them, the ones I didn't have. So I can just put them all in a PDF, and it's going to be shared on the VIP page to make sure everyone has access to it. If you could not, like, I know when you're on the iPhone, a phone for the Zoom, and you're like, I cannot like copy and paste as fast as I wish, so I can't keep those scripts. So you're gonna have access to all of that for sure. So thank you so much, Karen, for coming today. Like, so I asked her like this morning, I guess like I was so stressed about today that I was like confused with time and like everything. And I was like, I know it's so like last minute, but like, can you please come on with me and share your tips? Because Amber had told me like so many good things about you, and she told me about your goal, and she told me you would speak Spanish and English. And I was like, oh, I speak English, and French is going to be so much fun. And I knew you were messaging and I was posting and using stories. So like, that's amazing. So thank you, Karen, again. Thank you to everyone who showed up today. Like, I'm so happy. Thank you for being so nice with me and my big accent and my words. Sometimes not, probably I said some things that were not like properly English. But thank you so much for being here with me today for my first. I just love first times. So that was my first. So I will tell you, have a really, really nice Saturday. Like, how excited. I'm sure you're going to be all on your phone because Black Friday deals just got extended. If you didn't know, if you didn't get the email, they're all extended till the end of the month. That's amazing. So thank you so much again, and have a nice Saturday. Bye.